When students reach the years of middle school, they become more independent of their families, but also more exposed to pressure from peers and mass media. The transition can also pose a challenge for self-esteem and, as a result, performance in the classroom. One response to the challenge for girls of color was a music video created by a teacher and students at the Helen Davis Leadership Academy in Dorchester. To talk about the project is an artist and the school's community engagement coordinator, Hoffman, and one of the students, Mariama Kaikai. Thank you both very much for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here. This film video, it's really about something that each of you have experienced. I want to start with lovely Hoffman.
Yes.
I mean, growing up when you were a girl in school, what kind of things were you going through that you're responding to in this video?
Yeah, growing up in school and being an adolescent, oftentimes I would feel often insecure about who I was because the beauty standard in the media did not reflect who I was. So oftentimes it did impact me, but growing up and learning my history and just appreciating my culture and who I was transformed. But this project is really about our young Black girls feeling good and confident about who they are. So the reason why I create this video is to create a platform for our young girls to celebrate their beauty and to understand that our diversity is not a deficit, but they're actually assets as people of color.
Mariama, talk about your experience, especially how you've been maybe transformed a bit by this project.
Well, the song, it influenced me in many ways because also the school, it teaches us a lot about our culture and how we should look at ourselves as Black people. The song itself, like the specific lyrics in the song, it says, "My Black is beautiful." So that means whatever type of, no matter where you come from, how light or how dark your skin is, you're beautiful.
And maybe we can take a look at some of the video here because there's nothing any better than seeing it and hearing it.
Who are you to say that I'm not beautiful? It's your own insecurity. Because I know and I believe my Black is beautiful, beautiful. My Black is beautiful. My Black is beautiful, beautiful. Whoa, whoa. Look at her size, look at her weight. She is too curvy. She is too slim or even too thin. She's too thin, but it's all upon me. Hear how she talks, what does she mean? She has an accent I don't understand, I can't comprehend. But it's all upon me. Who are you to say that I'm not beautiful? It's your own insecurity. Because I know and I believe.
Going back to lovely Hoffman, your own experience growing up, I guess, I remember reading that you were in a singing group and some of the people in the group thought, well, you didn't fit in or you didn't fit the look. What was going on with you?
Yeah, so as a result of the Black experience in this country, being enslaved, our ancestors oftentimes experienced what's called colorism. So colorism is the idea that people within the same ethnic group are being discriminated against based off of the shade of their skin. So those whose skin color is more closer to white or light are oftentimes being given privileges when compared to people who are on the darker skin complexion. So that history has carried over in the Black community. So in high school, I was in a singing group. We would sing throughout the city, different places in the city, and I was the darkest girl in my singing group. Some of the girls in my groups were biracial, of different ethnicities, but me being the darker skinned young lady, I was often made aware of that. And oftentimes people would say things like, oh, well, she doesn't have the potential to make it as a singer and as an artist because she doesn't fit the beauty standard and she's not beautiful. And that's something that kind of stayed with me for a while. I would say throughout middle school, high school, and in college. And it took some time for me to be able to accept myself. And that took a lot of work on my side in terms of me learning my history and appreciating who I was and understanding that again, that all black is beautiful. You don't have to be one shade. You don't have to be one size. You don't have to have a certain particular physical feature to be beautiful, but that all black is beauty. So beginning to just basically embrace who I was.
Mariama, when I look at this video, I remember what you said about all black, because there is not just one kind of black, right?
Yeah, there's many different shades, sizes. Like, all black is like my skin color, her skin color, like all shades of black is just beautiful.
Lovely. One of the things I felt when I was looking at the video, when I was seeing you and all the students, is that I'm not so much seeing these attractive young people in music videos, which is the norm. I'm seeing all these different, separate, wonderful personalities.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, right. To me, our children are so beautiful. I tell them our differences are the things that make us beautiful. I feel like in Western society, oftentimes sameness is something that we value, when diversity is something that we should be striving more towards. But what the young ladies, what I would see as an educator, I would see a lot of the things that I experienced still happening 10, 20 years later, even after I was in school. So this is why this video meant so much to me, because I would see that many of our young girls and some of the students were saying mean things that they were learning from society to each other, basically perpetuating that same idea that if you're lighter, you're better, or if your hair is not straight or not loosely curled, you're not as beautiful. So this video meant so much to me, because I feel like when our children feel really good about themselves, that what happens is that transfers right into their lives and into the classroom. They begin to behave better, and they begin to perform better academically.
This is BNN News. We're talking with lovely Hoffman and Mariama Kaikai from the Helen Y. Davis Leadership Academy. Mariama, what about your own sort of sense of your potential? Does this change that in some ways, having worked on this project? Your sense of what you can do in life and what you can be when you grow up?
Yes, it changes. Well, the video, when we first saw it on YouTube, it didn't have as many views, but like now it's like a whole bunch of people have seen it. A lot of my family members have seen it, and I was not expecting them to see it like on their own.
What did your family members say when they saw this?
They were really proud, because they also thought about like how the school is teaching us to love ourselves as young black people. So
Lovely Hoffman, what about getting the students to work on this? Because when I saw this is a very well done project. I think you maybe did a little rehearsal, but to make sure you got it right.
The students were completely unbelievable. It was an 8-hour shoot on Saturday, so it was no school, and the students were asked to come in, and I was able to bribe them a little bit with some pizza. But we did talk about the content of the song prior to shooting the video, because the students had to be able to act out the lyrics of the song. And in order to do that, they had to understand the concept behind the song, the meaning behind the song. So that was an exciting process. But also just seeing the girls go through just learning about the theme of the song and being able to really internalize what we're talking about. Because now that the video has done so well, now they have opportunity to speak to the media about the media and their friends and their families about what they learned and what the song means to them. So that really forces them to internalize the message of this song. So I was very intentional about making sure that the song reflects the diversity of beauty in our community. So you see all types of young black sisters in the video looking beautiful.
Mariama, instead of young people competing against each other, this is real teamwork. Did you feel some teamwork when you were working on this?
Yeah, because it was in the video, there were like different types of shades of color. So you wouldn't see just one shade of color. Like you would see many different types of shades. And we all worked together on it. It's not like we were bringing anyone down while doing this. We were all working together on it. And it was actually really fun. So
it certainly sounded as if you were having a good time. Lovely Hoffman, finally, if people want to see this clip, I know a lot have seen it already, but what's the best way to look for it?
Well, you definitely can check out my website at lovelyhoffman.com. I'm also on all social media, so you can check me out there as well. But lovelyhoffman.com will connect you to the video.
Thank you both very much. Lovely Hoffman and Mariama Kaikai from Helen Y. Davis Leadership Academy.